Washington.
8:36, and with a large number of couples postponing pregnancy to advance education, careers, and balance other life goals, the demand for fertility treatments and tools is exploding, but the price tag can be pretty high.
Yeah, not all couples are able to afford the expensive fertility treatment, so our next guest is here with a game plan to help couples feel more in control when trying to conceive. So we welcome clinical psychologist Dr. Chloe Carmichael. Dr. Chloe, good to see you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Sure.
Yeah, tell us about this app, or what's the technology out there that can kind of take the stress away from the baby making?
Sure, absolutely. It's an app called the Fruitful app, and you can get it in the App Store, and it helps couples to save money and reduce stress, because instead of necessarily going for the expensive IVF right off the bat, it sends them romantic reminders that'll send the man a little romantic nudge telling him that his wife is in her fertile window, because by having sex during your fertile window, you're actually increasing your chances of having a baby astronomically. But today's couples are way too busy to start charting out their fertile windows and all that stuff, so the app manages it for them.
I'm laughing because we schedule everything else.
Yeah.
And now, yes.
Put it in my Google Calendar.
What are you doing? I can't tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry. I need to go attempt to make a baby.
Okay. So Dr. Carmichael, what is the window? I mean, what is the window? Is this like 2 days, a day, a week, like an hour? What is the window?
Well, the good news is that the window is actually pretty long. It's about 5 days.
Oh.
And so when you can even plan it in advance, couples will, for example, plan to take a vacation, or the app will tell you even the week before, hey, plan for a romantic dinner next week because the fertile window is coming up. So what it does is it does all the work for you, which keeps the stress low, and that actually increases your fertility as well, because reducing stress increases fertility.
And that helps the man, because anyone who's ever been in that situation is like, oh, honey, and then all of a sudden you have to perform.
Exactly. In fact, I've heard of some husbands rigging the app so that it will nudge a little bit more often, but it's really supposed to do it just during the fertile window.
So is this fairly new, this app? When did it come out?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty new app. It's been out for about 6 months, and there's a lot of apps that will track your ovulation, but as a psychologist, what I like about this app, I've been giving them some input, is that it brings the relationship back into it. It doesn't just say, oh, you're ovulating. It says, oh, it's a great night to ask your spouse out for dinner, or hey, why don't you wear something special today, to keep the romance in and keep it fun the way it should be.
Yeah, as a psychologist, how much of this is, you know, kind of in your head, I guess you could say?
Oh, it's huge. The stress component is huge. And so traditionally, the women have been the ones tracking their fertile window.
Sure.
And then they have to hound their husband and say, honey, it's time to come home and do it.
We need to pause for one second and head to
Chief
DC.
Lanier is talking right now, the DC police chief taking on the relationship run case. Let's listen in very quickly.